Hello. Hi, how's it going? I hope you're well. I hope you're doing good. It's me, the Beacher. I am here. I hope you're having a good day. I hope it's a very good day. I hope it's a wonderful day. I hope it's a lovely day, full of all the good things. I hope you had a great Christmas. I said that in my last stream too. But I'll say it again, because there might be some people here that weren't in the last one, so I'm saying it again. We're playing a Little Lily Princess again, because we need to get to the end of this dramatic story, okay? It's all the drama. It's so much drama. All the drama. We love it. We love the drama. Okie dokie. We good? We all the good? Yeah. Okay. Let's load game and see what we're doing next. This one, please. We get to have an event with Becky. Hi, Becky. So you listen to this dramatic music. So much drama. Sarah lay across her bed, feeling too weak and sore even to lift her head. Oh. Oh, poor Sarah. I'm sorry, Sarah. Why did Cook make us fill that basin up in the kitchen when she knew we couldn't lift it high enough to pour it out again? She didn't think of it, probably. It would have been easier to take it to a pump. Her arms ached, her back ached, her head ached. The pain took precedence over every other sensation, even the cold. Oh, poor Sarah. It sucks when you're in pain. Pain sucks. I wish Becky were here, but I can't get up to knock. Not now. And so when the doorknob rattled and turned, Sarah's first reaction was pleasure and relief. Oh, it's Miss Minchin. Oh, it's you. Huzzah. I am so happy. It was short-lived. Yeah. Miss Minchin. She never comes up here. Do not move. Is something wrong? I said, do not move. I won't have you hiding the evidence. What is going on? Evidence of what? Theft. That sounded really weird. Theft. Miss Herbert has reported that certain valuable items have gone missing, and you are the most logical suspects. Lavinia? Miss, what's going... Oh! No sooner had Becky stepped into the doorway that Miss Minchin grabbed her arm and yanked her inside. Get over there with her, where I can see you. Neither of you is to move until this room has been searched. If I have to strip you, I will. Oh, ew, no! Don't say that. You can't be doing that. That's gross. Ew. Ew. I hate her even more. Now move. Yes, Mum. She hurried to Sarah's side, not even daring to whisper a question about what was going on. I've never stolen anything, and Becky wouldn't either. I know she wouldn't. This is just Lavinia trying to make trouble. It's cruel. I suspect that it's probably a case where someone has probably stolen something from Lavinia, but it's not them. It's probably somebody else. There was not much to search in the garret. An old trunk in the corner was picked through, then pushed aside when it proved to hold little more than napkins and rubbish. The table, the grate, the footstool. Hi, keep barking! Does she still have the coin bag hidden under the bed? She does. She does. Oh, yeah. I feel like it's going to be found. I tried adding a personalized message for you and it hasn't come up, so I'm guessing I need to figure that out. I'll do that later. That's fine. Where was I up to? As for the bed, oh, thank you. Yeah, that's alright. It's alright. I'm glad. I'll get it to trigger for you so you can see it. Let's see. Users. And keep barking. Custom entrance command. That's what it says. I hope that's okay. Yeah, I still need to figure out how to actually get them to work. I know there's a way to do it. I'm just not 100% sure. That's pretty perfect. I'm glad. That's good to hear. I'm glad you think of me as wild. Cool, that's good. Feral, more like. Fair. But yeah, if you want me to link your YouTube channel on it as well, just let me know what it is, because I don't actually know what it is. That way, hopefully, when you come into streams, it will trigger it, and you'll get like free promo, so that would be good for you, probably, I think. As for the bed. Aha! Oh, clicked off at the thing. She produced a battered tin, which clanked and rattled as she lifted it. I knew it! Oh no, Becky's half shillings. That's Becky's savings, you can't take them. Here we see the proof of these accusations. I am absolutely shocked at this behaviour, Sarah Crew. Here we have given you a roof over your head and meaningful employment, and this is how you repay me? I am not a thief. Them's me wages, Mum. So, you would steal even from a fellow servant? I didn't steal anything. Please, Mum, I gave them to her. Miss Minchin scowled. The truth of the matter had to be apparent even to her. With the two girls so close, however, to admit it would mean admitting that she had been wrong. Indeed. How are you I was about to say, how are you today, keep barking? But, I already asked that question this morning, didn't I? A gift? That seems unlikely. Why would a little drudge who had next to nothing give it away? Perhaps you are afraid to tell me the truth. No, Mum. Let me make things clear to you, girl. That one, she indicated to Sarah, who furrowed her brow and refused to shrink back. Yeah, good on you, Sarah. Has no possessions other than what I have generously loaned to her. She has no right to any possessions. She is in my debt, deeply and undoubtedly. If she stole this money from you, then she will be turned over to the authorities for punishment, and the coins will be returned to you. If you gave her this money, then it belongs to me as payment towards her debts, and I will confiscate it at once. That's not fair. What should I do? I can't say that I stole the money. I wouldn't steal, and I won't lie. But if I don't, then Miss Minchin will take Becky's savings away. Just tell her the truth. Just tell her the truth. She didn't give you her money. You were just keeping it safe for her, like a bank. Silly beans. She didn't give it to me. I was keeping it safe for her. The money belongs to Becky. Good job, Sarah. Head pats. See? Good job. Easy solution. Do not speak unless you are spoken to. Yeah, Miss Minch is mean. I am not interested in excuses. There are only two possible outcomes here. Now, make up your mind. What is the truth? Was it a gift or was it stolen? Jeez, I don't like her. It is entirely your decision. Becky shot a fearful glance at Sarah. Jeez. Miss Minchin is a piece of work. Be going, Miss Minchin. Minute. Look at me when I am speaking to you. You do not need her help to tell the truth. Make your choice. It's a gift. Very well, then I thank you for your generosity. Before both their eyes, she tipped out the contents of the tin. The coins were few and not even shiny. A moment later, they disappeared into Miss Mitchell's pockets. I hate her. I hate her. What would the church say to you if they knew what you had done? Yeah, you tell her, Sarah. You hit her where it hurts. Don't speak impertinent nonsense. You are not above punishment. Remain here while I search the other room. After all, there are still reports of theft I must investigate. The sound of her heels clacked away into the distance. I hate her. Oh, Becky, your savings. It weren't nothing, miss. It were only a few coin, nothing important. But it was all the treasure that you had. I told them. I said it. People always look under the bed. You gotta hide it underneath a floorboard or something. Oh, this sucks. Becky wiped it at her face. I couldn't let her take you away, miss. I can't live here without you. I can't. Oh, Becky, you are my treasure. Aww. Aww. Even after Miss Minchin had finished her inspection and departed, the two little prisoners huddled together. They had nothing else. Aww. Sarah lay in her little bed. The skylight covered her with the grey light of morning, but there was no warmth in it. No warmth either in the unlit fire, and very little to be found in the old blanket. Perhaps I will freeze in this place. Some night, lying here, like Snow White in her crystal coffin. But what prince would find me here, alone in an attic, to wake me from my slumber? I do not even have dwarves to tend me. It's okay, you got Becky. Becky will not only tend you, she will wake you. You don't need no prince. You got Becky, or you could wake yourself. Because you are awesome. Fairy tale princesses are often rescued by princes, but it is not so much the case for true princesses and queens. Yes, Mary, Queen of Scots, had to ride her own horse and raise her own army for her escape. She was very brave, but they caught her again, and in the end she was executed, just like Marie Antoinette. I think it is very noble to be a queen who must carry on, even when she is sad or afraid. More noble than a princess who sleeps and waits to be saved. I have to carry on. That means first I must rise from my bed. Good job. It's okay to rest sometimes though. It's okay to ask for help when you need help. Both are fine. Another day of work stretched before her, and no rescue in sight. Okie dokie. What we doing? Let's do all of the things. Let's do one of each, because I don't know what to do. I mean, that could have been worse. There were fine sunsets even in London, sometimes, but most people could only see parts of them between the chimneys and over the roofs. Down in the kitchens one could not see them at all, and could only guess that they were happening because the bricks looked warmer, the air rosy or yellow for a while. From the bedrooms of the boarding students the views were only slightly better. Perhaps one might see a blazing glow as it struck the pane of glass on a nearby window. But there was so much more to be seen. Piles of red or gold clouds in the west, or the purple ones edged with dazzling brightness, or the little fleecy floating ones tinged with rose colour and looking like flights of pink doves scurrying across the blue in a great hurry if there was a wind. There was one place from which a viewer could see the sunset skies in their splendour. That place was, of course, the attic window. Yes, that's the bonus of being in the attic. I said it right at the beginning. We get to look at this. When the square outside the seminary began to take on that enchanted glow, Sarah would, if possible, steal away and creep up the flight of stairs to her attic, to lean as far out of the window as she could. See the stars. Yes, you get to sleep there and look out at the stars. I mean, like, that sounds nice. You can't tell me that doesn't sound nice, right? When she had accomplished this, she always drew a long breath. In the golden light of sunlight, even the London air seemed purer. This wonder is mine alone. It is the one joy of life in this attic, the one beauty that has been granted to me. No one else ever looked out of the other attics. Generally, the skylights were closed, but even if they were propped open to admit air, no one seemed to come near them. But why? Sarah turned her face upward to the sky, which seemed so friendly and so near, like a lovely vaulted ceiling, and watched the colours change and flow. Sometimes the clouds made islands or great mountains enclosing lakes of deep turquoise blue, or liquid amber, or chrysoprase. I can't pronounce that. I don't know what this word is. Some kind of green. Damn it. Sometimes dark headlands, jutted into strange lost seas. The sparrows twittered softly around her, and Sarah felt for a moment almost as if she could float away into the sky. Never seen that word. Me neither. That's a new one. You know what? Actually, it's gone now. Is there a log? I don't think there is. I should have looked it up. I think I can remember how to spell it. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. CHYRY. Green. Chrysopa? Ah. The blah blah blah. It's like a bug. Is it this one? Oh, and this one's like a gemstone kind of thing. Oh, it's like a jade. Okay, okay. I think that's right. Let me put this on here. Hi. We got some inception going. There. Chrysoprase? It's this one apparently. Well, now we know what that is. Back to this. Oh, is my follower goal in the way of it? It's in the way of the words. Oh, it should be fine. That's not a big deal, is it? I could probably make that a bit smaller. Follower goal. Can I do that on here? I might be able to. Oh, I can. Okay. Hopefully that's still like visible. Okay, I think that's a bit better. Now it's a little bit less in the way. But in the end, at last, it was necessary to lower her head again. Wait, what was that? For a moment, she thought that she had seen a shape beyond the attic window in the house that the gentleman from India had taken. Perhaps someone was there. Perhaps the window were open and a head. But there was no one. Oh. Just a trick of the light. Really, splendid sunsets always make me feel as if something strange was just going to happen. Perhaps someday it will. Perhaps. I would say that's a pretty decent likelihood. Oh no! Oh no, we don't have enough for this. We have to skip one. Okay, we've got two choices. We skip one, or we reload and skip up to this point and try to get enough to do this event. What do you think? What do you guys think? What should we do? Should we reload and try to get the event? Or should we just skip it? Reload if you're only playing this once? Yeah, I reckon so too. It's not like we've been very far through. Load. We will reload. And then we'll just skip up to that point. I assume there is multiple endings. I think so. And my guess is that if we miss events, we'll probably end up with a bad ending. Yeah. Skip, skip, skip. We already watched all this. We already read this. Yeah, we already know you're a jerk, Miss Minchin. Almost. Okay, let's save here. Overwrite. Return. Okay, we need to make sure that we get 5 in pain and 5 in chill. Do-do-do. Maybe that? We'll see. We'll give it a try and we'll see what we end up with. We just need 2. 2 in the chill and 2 in pain. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Not quite. Almost. Let's try that. I'm gonna save it here so we can just do it again if I need to. That way I don't have to reselect it every single time. Part of it is just luck. Okay, this one please. No. No. Oh no. You know what? I'm impressed that this is the first time that we've run into this little snag. Oh. Damn it. I have to remove that last one. I have to change the last one. We're so close. Yes. Yes. Come on, one more. Yes. Huzzah! We are victorious! Victory is ours! I already read this part, didn't I? Yes, I did. We did read this. God! Yes! Okay, let's save. I'm gonna just do all the saving from now on. Now we can do the event. We didn't cheat at all. In the afternoon, there was a knock upon the front door of Miss Minchin's Select Seminary, signaling that the post had arrived. Ooh, the post. Mail. Sarah, who was the nearest, laid aside her bucket and brush and went to fetch it. Sarah was just stepping back through the door with a small box and a handful of letters when everything went wrong all at once. Oh no. Oh, that was loud. The yowl of an enraged feline, a series of thumps and bangs, someone falling, the scream of a young girl. Oh no. Becky! Sarah rushed past at once to the stairs, discarding the deliveries on a small table as she passed, not even looking to see if they had landed correctly. There was Becky, collapsed against the wall at the foot of the stairs like a doll that had been thrown away. Oh, poor Becky. And there went Tybalt, a furious grey streak rushing straight past Sarah's legs and out the open door of the school. Oh no. Miss Minchin's going to be peeved. No! Are you alright? Oh, miss. Though the tears streaking her face surely indicated that she was in pain, Becky was already struggling to get back on her feet. You're hurt, you shouldn't move. We've got to catch him. The missus will hang me by the ears if we don't. Jeez, I feel like that would be very painful. Please, miss, my life won't be worth nothing if we lose him. It was unfortunately true. Miss Minchin set more value on that cat than on the welfare of any scullery maid. Even if Becky had broken a leg in the fall, she would not be forgiven. Oh, I mean, like, look, I'm all for loving your animals, but I mean, like, at the same time, I mean, like, my animals are like my babies. But, I, at the same time, I mean, jeez, Miss Minchin. There was no time for Sarah to apologize for leaving the door open. To have any hope of recovering Tybalt, they had to act at once. Sarah held out her hands to help Becky up. Can you walk? If you can't, I'll go. I'm fine, miss. It's only bruises. I've had worse. Tybalt. Fancy cat. Fancy name for a fancy cat. That's what I was meant to say. They moved out onto the streets of London together. There, a tail! Hopefully it's Tybalt's. She kept hold of Becky's hand in case the other girl was unsteady on her feet. You should go back, miss. If the missus thinks we've run off, she might call the coppers. If it's only me, we'll both be punished no matter what happens. If we at least find Tybalt, it'll go easier for us. And we have a better chance if we're both looking. The task could have been much worse. A grey cat, loose in the streets of London, might have vanished entirely, never to be seen again, by any but the owners of disreputable pie shops. Why pie shops? That is oddly specific. Disreputable pie shops. Like, why? But yes, it's scary when your cat gets out. My cat's an indoor cat, and she's got a cat pie. No! Oh no! Oof. No! We don't turn cats into pies. Poor catties. That probably wouldn't taste good. But yes, it's scary when your cat gets out. Tybalt, however, appeared to be playing a game, keeping always out of reach but rarely out of sight. Cheeky cat. They wove their way from street to street, occasionally having to beg directions of kindly looking adults who might have seen the grey cat go by. Becky keeps wincing when she thinks I'm not looking. I'm sure she's hurt. I need to get her home. If only that cat would cooperate. Silly cat. The church? There, he's gone inside. Are we allowed, miss? It's not a Sunday. God will understand. Perhaps the angels will guide us. My mother, my papa, and yours? I hope you're right, miss. The two little girls walked on their toes past the empty pews. Pew, 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 pew. Their thin shoes making little more noise than a cat's paws. I wonder what pews means in this scenario. I'm gonna look that up too. Pews meaning a long bench with black back. A long bench with back placed in rows on the main part of some churches to set the congregation. Ah, okay. We learning things. This music is intense. Yes, I agree. I really like the music in this game. The music in this game is good. It keeps getting me copyrighted on YouTube though. Which, like, I guess I understand. Pews are rows of church benches. Yeah. I didn't know that before, and now I do. I already read that. Becky caught Sarah's arm and pointed to a staircase going up, just as Tybalt padded out of sight. The bell tower. Up and up and up they climbed. There was no sign of Tybalt, but neither were there any exits. 200-year-old wood church benches are surprisingly comfortable, are they? I've only been in churches a couple of times. It's been a long time since I've been in one. I think the last time was at somebody's wedding. I can't remember whose. Probably my sister's. It's been a while since then. He had to be somewhere ahead of them. Becky paused, her hand against the wall, her shoulders heaving. Are you alright? Do you need to rest? I can do it. I can do it. We're almost there. Ain't we? I hope so. At last they found the door and broke free into the sky. I'm not religious, but I love old Christian churches. They are very pretty. Loads of them around where I live. Are there? That's cool. That's nice. I appreciate that. Like, I'm agnostic, so I'm not Christian or anything like that. I pretty much just believe, that we're not meant to know that stuff. But churches are pretty. They are very pretty. Lovely architecture and old glass windows. Ooh. Are they stained glass? Stained glass windows. Yeah. Yeah. Stained glass windows are pretty. The tower top seemed a desolate place. Bare stone walls cut into empty arches that began at waist height. There was no glass, since that would impede the sound of the bells. One could almost reach out and touch the clouds. I hope this cat isn't going to fall. This high up, on a clear day, the air was even colder than usual. After so many steps, Sarah couldn't help gasping for breath, but that breath locked up her throat. There was no sign of the tower keeper, nor of any angels, nor of Tybalt. Somehow they had lost him. How do you manage to lose the cat like that? Maybe he's out on one of the awnings. I hope not. Sarah's knees gave out. She slid down to sit on the cold floor, wheezing through her hands as she fought to recapture her strength. Becky didn't look any better. Her face was pale beneath the dirt, and she clutched at the window's edge for support. There, as she leaned over, she suddenly caught sight of... Miss, there! What? She tried to answer, but the words weren't coming. I can see him, miss. I can just about reach. Tybalt is out on the church roof? I knew it. Of course he is. It wouldn't be dramatic enough if he wasn't. Becky, no, you're too weak. I mean, I know she means that in a nice way, but it sounds mean. It was too late. Desperate to retrieve the lost cat, Becky had already begun to climb over the wall. Here, puss. And then the inevitable happened. She lost her balance. Oh no! Becky! Sarah would never clearly remember those seconds. How Becky screamed, how Sarah leapt from her crouch, how her fingers stretched through the air. Oh, we got the picture! And caught Becky's hand. The drama. Don't you let her fall. Hang on. It wasn't enough. Sarah was too weak, too thin. Her grip kept Becky from plummeting to certain death, but she could not possibly pull her back up. Lift your other arm. Try to grab the edge. Becky flailed upwards, but her fingers fell far short of the mark. Hanging suspended by one arm, put the rest of her body at too much of an angle to reach. I can't! Grab anything. Brace your feet on anything. Just find a way to hold on. Her feet, in their thin shoes, scrabbled against the stones, trying to find a toehold. For a moment, the strain on Sarah's arm eased, and then Becky's foot slipped, and the sudden jolt made her socket burn with pain. I'm gonna die! Oh no! Oh no! Oh! This is really dramatic. Oh, this is really intense. Don't look down, just hold on. Becky, hold on. I'm gonna fall. Don't fall. You're not gonna fall. You can't fall. I'm holding you. Yes. But, miss, you can't. I won't let you fall, I promise. Now hold on, and don't be frightened. I'm going to scream so someone can hear us, alright? Don't be afraid. Miss. Sarah squeezed her hands tight and shrieked as loudly as she could, until her throat ached with the force of it. After all those weeks of being silent in an attic, she felt like her uncaged voice ought to burst loose like a blast of trumpets. But against the vastness of the sky, one little girl's voice was soon swallowed up. When her scream had faded into a raspy cough, Sarah gulped hard and waited for a response. All she could hear was Becky's faint whimpering. She had stopped scrambling against the wall with her feet now. She was only hanging there, quiet tears gleaming against the dirt on her cheeks. It's going to be alright. The tower keeper will come. The angels will bring him to us. We're so high up, it's easy for them to see us here. Eats popcorn. Eats popcorn. I'm glad it's entertaining. You won't fall. I promised you, didn't I? I won't let go. Miss. It was hard to hear her voice now. There was no strength in it. You can't blame yourself. It's all right. What are you saying? You can't hold on forever, miss. I know that. And maybe it won't be so bad. There's heaven, right, miss? Like you always told us, cities of gold and fields of lilies and no mismention, and never having to work no more. Her arm in Sarah's grip felt cold, as if the life were already leaking away from her. My life weren't never gonna get better down here. That's not true. It's not true. Don't be giving up, not yet. Not yet. So don't feel bad, miss. If you have to let go, I'll still love you. I'll watch over you with them angels. No. You tell her, Sarah. Now you listen to me. You are the most important thing in the world to me, and I will never, ever give up on you. What do you think my life would be like without you? If you slip and fall, I will jump after you. Oh my God! Miss, that's a mortal sin. Then the angels had better hurry up and stop me. Wow. Oh, jeez. That's not proper Christian. I have faith. All of a sudden, Becky's weight shifted ever so slightly in Sarah's arms. Her eyes went wide with panic until she realized that Becky had turned her head to see Tybalt, completely unconcerned. As if he had nothing to do with the drama transpiring around him. The cat sauntered his way along the edge, hopped over and curled up on the floor near Sarah's feet. I love that. Of course a cat would do that. We love that. You see, there are miracles after all. It was not until much later that the two girls were able to return to Miss Minchin's school. Are you not going to tell us how they got out of this situation? You're just going to be like, yeah, they got out of it somehow. Okay. I'm disappointed. What? I know. It's a miracle. Jeez. 10 out of 10 story writing. Excuse you, that can't be right. Surely not, right? Who knows, maybe they'll tell us in a minute. We'll cross our fingers. Did you skip anything? I didn't. I didn't skip anything. The man... Oh, okay. The man at the church who had finally pulled Becky to safety insisted on escorting the girls back. Okay, so we got told what happened, but we just didn't get to see it. Could be worse. His presence was welcome, as both girls' arms were so sore and weak that they could not have safely contained Tybalt for the journey. Oh, right, jeez. I know, right? I know. Oh, goodness gracious. At the door, they thanked their good Samaritan. You know what? I bet it's that they just didn't want to draw a picture for him. They just didn't want to draw like another avatar for him. I mean, that could be a reason. That could be a reason why they did that. Then shut the door firmly before depositing the cat back into its territory. There was no sign of Miss Minchin, no hubbub. They had not been missed at all. Jeez. I mean, like, it's sad, but it's also kind of a blessing because they're not going to get in trouble. Becky could have died today, and no one here will know or care if they did. That's just sad. At least they're not going to get in trouble. It's not right. No one appreciates her as she deserves, except for me. No one loves her as they should, except for me. And there, as the realization struck her, she froze in place. I love Becky, more than as a friend, more than any princess loved her king. Oh, the ship is sailing. Oh. 'Tis cute. It felt selfish and prideful to place herself above others in that way, but in that moment, Sarah's heart was overflowing. But what can I do? What can I do? We are both prisoners here. We are helpless, and Miss Minchin will grind us down to nothing. No. No matter how bad it seems, life has to be better. It just has to be. Yes, be the positive. Miracles happen. Good people still exist. I will always believe that. Yeah. Sarah stood looking out at the sunset. There were floods of molten gold covering the west, as if a glorious tide had... Sorry. As if a glorious tide was sweeping over the world. A deep, rich yellow light filled the air. The birds flying across the tops of the houses showed quite black against it. Sarah sighed to herself as she craned her head upwards. All of a sudden, she heard a strange sound. Not a sparrow's chirp, but a strange little squeaky chattering, and it came from the window of the next attic. Sarah turned, excited. Had someone come at last to watch the sunset as she did? There was a head visible, framed there in the skylight, but it was not the head of a little girl or a tired housemaid. Oh, it's a monkey! Look at it! Look at it. Oh, cute. In fact, it was the tuft head of a small black-faced monkey. Cute monkey. Oh! For Sarah, it was like catching a glimpse of a long-lost friend passing nearby in a crowd. When she had lived with her papa in India, she had played with just such creatures. She had not thought to see them again. She swung the skylight up, leaning out as far as she dared to get a better look. Why does it have anime eyes? I like it. I think it's cute. It got them anime eyes. You darling thing. How I wish you could come for a visit. As if in answer, the monkey rapped its paw 3 times against the window surface. Then all at once, it hopped down into its own room, away from the skylight and out of Sarah's view. Bye, monkey. Sarah waited, hoping that he might return, if only for a moment. I think that I can hear him, still chattering away. Perhaps he is swinging from shelf to shelf within the attic, as if it were a jungle. No, I do hear something. A voice was speaking in a low tone, not a monkey, but a man. And then, to her surprise, someone appeared in the attic window, someone with dark skin and brightly embroidered clothing. Yay! Hurrah! Alaska! He held... What's Alaska? Oops, not that one. Not that one. That's the wrong one. Alaska. Alaska meaning. A sailor from India or Southeast Asia. Okay. He held the monkey in his arms, where it snuggled and chirped against his breast. As Sarah looked toward him, he looked toward her. Hello. Sarah had learned for herself how comforting a smile, even from a stranger, might be. Hers was evidently a pleasure to him. He smiled in return, and his whole face was illuminated. Hello, Miss Sahib. I don't know what a Sahib is. Let's look that up too. Sahib. A polite term or form of address for a man. Ah. Okie dokie. Cool beans. He must have come up here for the sun, since it's so seldom seen in England. So, I need to do a voice for him. Oh no. So, you are what Charon wished for me to see. Karen? Charon? I'm going to say Charon because Karen sounds like Karen. The monkey brought you here? What a delightful thought that an Indian monkey should bring an Indian man to be my friend. This little one brings me many places. He is forever running into trouble and expecting his tall friends to protect him. The familiar cadences of his accent washed over Sarah like a summer rain. I'm not going to try doing an Indian accent for him. I'm not going to do that. Just imagine him having an Indian accent, because if I try it, it will probably come off as being like really offensive, and I don't want to do that. How long it had been since she had heard such a voice. Forgive me, Mr. Hibb. I would open the window to greet you properly, but I fear Charon might try to make an escape. I would not wish to lose him. My friend, my master, he is ill, and this creature's mischief provides him much amusement. True, Charon does not know England or its weather. He might come to harm. Of course. Perhaps we will meet again on another sunset. The sound of his quiet laughter did not pass through the closed window, but the flashing white of his teeth showed his amusement. Until another sunset, Miss Sahib. He disappeared then. She thought it possible that he might have bowed to her, but it was too difficult to tell through the skylight. I wonder if he lives in an attic, like me, or if he was only chasing the monkey. I do not know his rank in that household. I hope that England is kinder to him than it was to me. Sarah's a nice bean. How long have we been streaming for? An hour? That means what we're going to save. On the one hand, I want to see what happens next, but on the other hand, we're going to leave that for next time. Okie dokie. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I had a good time. What do you think? Did you guys have a good time? I hope you had fun. We get to continue again next week with all the drama. Hopefully next week is as good as this week. Lots happened. Becky almost died. Yeah, we did. That's good. That's good. Okie dokie. I'm gonna head off. I'll be back on at 4. So it's now 2:47. So like an hour and a half? I think, or something like that. I gotta get some sleep. Yes. Have a great sleep, Keep Walking. I hope you have a wonderful sleep. No, of course, thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for being here, as always. It's always great having you here. I hope you had a great time. Okie dokie. What's getting streamed later though? I got some new games. Let me go on. Let me just make sure that nothing's up. Okie dokie. Because I don't want to accidentally go on things like I did before. Okay. So, I got some new games at the Steam sale. So I've got What Comes After, Gris, and Kinseed. So I'm going to play one of those, but I'm not sure which one yet. I'll figure it out. Hopefully we'll have fun, and I'll watch a VOD. Excellent! I hope that you end up enjoying it. Have a great sleep, okay? Have a wonderful sleep. I'ma go now. I'll let you get to bed. Okay? Bye!